everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are filming Shake It Off with Angela Summer Edition week 14. I made it to 14 weeks and I'm definitely having a better week this week than I was last week. So I did lower the camera a little bit. I just kind of wanted to be like a little bit personal with you guys, like a little bit up close. And yeah, week 14. So I lost a total of 4.8 pounds this week. If you guys remember last week, I pretty much stayed the same. I think I maybe like gained a few ounces. I was feeling a little bit down on myself because that week, if you guys remember, I really pumped up my workout. I did pretty much double of what I was used to doing because I thought, oh, well, if I do double of what I'm, used to doing, I will see double the amount of numbers come off the scale. And that was not the case at all. I do honestly believe that I was building muscle because I was, doing my exercises more, lifting more, things like that. But so I'm happy to say that, I lost almost 5 pounds this week. It kind of like catches up with you. I also feel like what you do the week previous is like what happens the following week in the scale. I've been finding that like that's just kind of what's been happening with me. I don't know if that happens with you guys. If you guys are on a weight loss journey, just comment down below and let me know if that happens to you as well. But anyway, so I have lost a total of 49.8 pounds so far since May 1st. So I am extremely happy about that and just like ecstatic that it's literally it's pretty much been 50 pounds if you, take the 2 ounces. But what did I want to talk about this week? I just kind of like wrote down a little bit of what I did this week. So this week I stepped back and I didn't do as much with my workouts. Usually when I'm swimming, I push myself. I'm like auto-focused on like, what is my goal weight? What am I trying to accomplish here? And, really like push myself and, try to go as fast as I possibly can and try to work as many muscles as I possibly can. This week for swimming, Judy and I got in the pool and I pretty much, I was moving still in the pool, but we like talked a lot. So it wasn't that like strenuous, kind of workout where I was super focused. I was just kind of like relaxing and doing my thing because I kept on saying to myself, you know what, like you can't have a week like last week where you put in so much effort and so much time and so much focus into this workout and eating and logging and doing all the things and then not seeing the results that you wanted or that, I was expecting. So I still continue to lift on the days that I didn't swim. So I lifted last Saturday with my mom because my mom joined the gym. So her and I went to the gym and we lifted together. I mean, literally mark it on the calendar because I've never seen my mom lift a weight or get on a machine or any of that. So that was like crazy, right? So we did that together on Saturday. So I lifted Saturday, I lifted Monday, and I lifted Wednesday. And then I swam on Tuesday and Thursday, and then Friday is my day off. I believe on Sunday I did some HIIT, type of cardio, which was super great. But yeah, I just kind of like kept it really easy breezy this week. And I was fine with that. And look at what happened. Like there were still results. I also noticed that last week I did get like some cravings, not too bad. This week since I was more like relaxed, I think I was fine. I did like my hunger wasn't like the hunger pings weren't there. And I actually kind of like looked at my food log at the end of when I was like finished eating and thought, oh, I have like 250 calories left. Like, let's add some protein in, some protein and some fiber to get, things moving and to feel full longer. So that was kind of good. Like, I'm usually like, oh, I have, 50 calories left and I'm starving. What can I eat? So that was kind of a change, this week. So didn't rush the workouts, didn't autofocus on a lot of things, just kind of took a step back and relaxed and just kind of went with the flow this week, I guess you could say. Last Saturday, I did actually go to urgent care after my mom and I were done working out because of the rash on my arm. I don't know if you guys can see it or not there. It's like getting bigger. She's getting bigger. The white spots are growing. The white spots are growing everywhere, unfortunately. And I thought, you know what? It's time to go to urgent care and try to get this taken care of and maybe a diagnosis to see what it was. I also woke up on Saturday not feeling the best. My throat was really dry and it was really weird and strange because my tongue felt like sandpaper or like cardboard. It was just very like different. And in my mind, I thought to myself, oh my God, you're getting thrush. This is like the yeast, on the skin that's coming out. Now it moved to my mouth. And that's kind of also what made me, go to urgent care because I literally thought that I had thrush and I didn't know what these spots were. And I thought, let's just have a doctor look at it. So got into urgent care, had to wait maybe like a half an hour to be seen, not too bad, on a Saturday. And they took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was 122/62, so excellent blood pressure, which I attribute that to swimming. Whenever, you add swimming into your weekly living activity, I feel like the swimming will bring your blood pressure down. So if you do have high blood pressure, I highly recommend taking up swimming. I think it's just a really, really excellent activity for that. But he came in and I told him about the rash. I told him about that I thought that I had thrush. I told him that I had like a red streak on my tongue and my tongue felt like sandpaper, cardboard. And he looked at me and he said, are you on an antibiotic right now? And I said, no, I'm not. And he said, are you taking your albuterol inhaler for any asthmatic symptoms and not washing your mouth off? And I said, no, I'm not. I haven't had to take my albuterol inhaler for since probably last winter or last fall. And he looked me dead in the eye without looking at my tongue at all and said, you do not have thrush. You probably just have bad halitosis. So it was at that point that I immediately shut down and was like, yeah, okay, this was a big mistake. I shouldn't have come here. It is what it is. My trust in doctors are not the best right now anyway. And that just validated what I already knew, I guess. So I was diagnosed with halitosis without the doctor even looking at my tongue or anything like that. So he told me, you absolutely do not have thrush. You can't have thrush. It's impossible for you to have thrush. So, yeah. I scrape my tongue every day in the morning. I brush my teeth twice a day. I use mouthwash. I don't have halitosis. I literally do not. And if I do, if you're my friend, literally tell me. Somebody would have fucking told me. I was livid. Holy shit. I was shaking, right? So then he says that he wants to look at my rash, although he can see my arm a little bit, right? So he wants to look, I guess, in the other places. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, I told you underneath my breasts, on my armpits, and my upper thighs. So I'm thinking, okay, he's going to have me, strip down, get into the gown, the whole 9 yards, because that's what they usually do. So he was looking for a female nurse because he knew that I was going to need to undress. So finally found the female nurse. She came in. He said, okay, take your shirt off. And I was like, okay. I thought this was going to be professional and it was going to be like a robe situation. Thank God I was wearing a sports bra and not like anything too revealing, I guess. So I took my shirt off in front of him. I don't know, like maybe I'm just old school. Maybe I like don't understand that this is like not what you do in a doctor's office, or like this is what you do now. I don't know. So I took my shirt off in front of him and I lifted up my arm so he could see my armpit. And then I like didn't lift up my sports bra, but I just like hoisted it up a little bit so you could see like a little bit underneath. And he said, yeah, he said that's vertigo or something like that. And I'm like, oh, because I was under the assumption that it could have been like an overgrowth of good yeast, which is why my tongue feels like this. And he's like, no, he's like, I think it's like vertigo or whatever. He's like, but I can't give you any medication for it because it's not my field. So I'm going to write up a referral to a dermatologist and you can go see a dermatologist. He's like, I can't give you any medication for that because that's not my field. So that was it. And he said the dermatologist will call you on Monday. The dermatologist called me on Wednesday and I have not called them back yet. So that's where I'm at there. Yeah. So let's talk about my goals for this week that I wrote down. So my goals for this week are to stay within that calorie deficit that I have been. That seems to be working for me. So I will continue doing that. If I find the days that I'm not getting up to my calories, I will add something to make sure that I eat that set amount of calories or pretty damn close to it because I don't want to be too under. I will, let's see, my workout goals. I don't really have too many workout goals, just with the exception of doing what I'm doing. I need to like talk to a personal trainer or somebody like that because I have found that my swimming, it's not that it's getting boring, it's just that it's getting easy. Swimming has always been super easy for me, which is why I love the sport, which is why I love doing it as a workout. But I must admit, it's getting easy for me. So I need to somehow switch that up, whether I do more HIIT videos or do a different activity. Maybe, you know, I'll start like walking more instead of swimming or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Because I'm just thinking, okay, if I take a walk in the morning before work, I'm going to have to then take a full shower, and that means I'm going to have to wake up even extra earlier. Is that going to throw Miss Judy off? Like, there's so many different things. Like, so I don't really know. Like, I guess I could walk on the track at work. I would love to walk outside though, and I want to get my workouts in primarily before work starts. So then that way I'm not having to stay at work because my work where I work is a full-on gym. So I have everything I need there. I don't have to go anywhere. And I feel like the last thing I want to do when I'm done with work is stay at work and do an hour-long workout. When I'm done with work, I want to leave work. I want to get out of there. So that's why I like getting up super early in the morning, getting it done, and then I'm just done for the day and I can wash my hands and, you know, be good. So I had to like figure something like that out. Sleep goals. I have been attempting to get into bed at 9:30 and be sleeping by 10 p.m., not 10 a.m., 10 p.m. So then that way when I do get up at 5, you know, I'll have at least like 7 hours of sleep somewhere in there. I try to aim for 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night so I don't need to nap throughout the day. What else? And stress, just to keep my stress levels down. Work has been a little bit stressful lately. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Angela and Judy show, but we had mice in our room and that was like a super stressor for me. Like people may laugh and be like, oh my God, she's like so scared of mice. It's so stupid because they're so small. It literally like gives me anxiety. Like it makes me sick to my stomach. Just thinking of like the different scenarios that are happening at night. Like where are the mice going when we're not there? Are they in the sink? You know, where we're like getting water out. I you know, like that makes me very, very anxious. So we are going to de-stress and try to meditate and keep, those stress levels low, up the water, keep on drinking that water, and make sure that when I am drinking a lot of water like that, I do take some pickle juice, because I get severe leg cramps. I get them in my thighs, I get them in my lower legs, I get them in my feet. Sometimes my feet will actually cramp. So I need to keep on, taking those vitamins, and the pickle juice is a really good one for me to do. So all of those things, let's wrap up. I hope everyone has a great week. Stay motivated. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are doing, and I will see you all next week. I think we only have 2 more weeks to go until we wrap up this summer series. And then we will head into the Shake It Off with Angela fall edition of 2023. So that'll be exciting. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.